to meet the Governor of Manipur. They came out and addressed the press and gave bites. Let's listen in.
We have met our Honorable Governor, and we have narrated all these things, the happening here in Manipur. So the recent, the fresh eruption in Jiribam also we have discussed, and also the matter is very serious from the side of the Honorable Governor. So we are narrating all these things, the present situation that we face. The peoples are suffering a lot, and we are reminding now and then. So Honorable Governor replied that she is discussing seriously the matter with the central team, central ministers. So as soon as possible, she is going to meet another team of the center that so that it can bring a solution. On that line, she is replying. So this is what we are saying. We mentioned that matter also, but the Honorable Governor didn't say anything.
Professor Biswas, a lot of impetus has come after the elections now. The meetings are being held. People are talking about the fact that the additional, the central armed police forces will be deployed. Additional army deployment will take place. Maybe in urban areas, NSG will be deployed for fight in the built-up areas. A new committee would be formed. They may be looking for a person who is acceptable to both the communities, maybe even to head the state. Everything is on the table. But the fact of the matter is the job will have to be done by the peace committees, because people have moved out into different areas. Does that make Manipur a very unique case of reconciliation in India, or akin to something what happened in Kashmir?
No, you cannot compare it with Kashmir, because Kashmir was more a phenomenon of a security state-led process, a political process. Here, the political process is leading the security mechanism. It is leading the process of reconciliation. But the political process is still not fully coming out in the open. It is being partly not revealed, and partly it is being worked out at the back channels. So therefore, political processes need to be strengthened in the form of a dialogue, and dialogue must include the local actors very much. It must include the armed groups of both the sides. And then there should be a worked out solution. The solution should not be resisted just by saying that it will divide Manipur further. To overcome the present division, you need a new institutional setup, a new institutional framework. For building up that framework, one needs to have all kinds of inputs, and then probably through a process of dialogue, one can arrive at a situation where autonomy is guaranteed, where people feel more secure, and they don't have this kind of territorial insecurity, that Kukis cannot come to Imphal Valley and Maitais cannot go to Churachandpur. So that kind of a division needs to be mitigated by establishing a larger sense of autonomy. If needed, an equalization of power, a framework for equality of power, equity of power needs to be drawn out. Equity for sharing of resources also needs to be drawn out. That requires a kind of a planning of the resources of Manipur. That requires addressing issues like unemployment among the youth. That requires issues about underground, how to rehabilitate them and bring them back into the mainstream.
Okay, I'm just stopping you for a minute. Another bite from Manipur has come. Let me just keep our viewers updated. They have all met the governor. Let me play out the bite.
I have already said on these issues on national media and so on. Today we just came to submit a memorandum we raised some issues such as to reinforce security in Jiribam, for instance, and also see what are the ways in which this settlement normalcy can be restored in this state. So that's why my party president must have spoken to you, as well as the convener of the India Bloc. They said that they're trying, so they're expecting that this new government might take some new steps. So we are looking forward to any steps to restore normalcy. We'll welcome.
Our meeting with the governor was to apprise of the present and latest situations and the happenings in Jiribam and elsewhere else. So that must, and the what possible solution at the earliest be brought, and the sufferings of the people, the displaced people and the violence to immediately stop and provide the assistance to the suffering people. That was the agenda we discussed. But other things about the political development, this is outside the purview of the governor also. She cannot answer it. In the sense, she should not answer. But whatever is coming and providing the assistance to the needy people, that was the priority, and the immediate possible solution to bring back the peace, that was the priority.